Hey, g'day everyone, it's Roberto here from Fornieri wood-fired ovens. Just thought I'd do a quick video on a restoration job I recently did. This is Alf, a very happy customer.
Right.
Alf bought this oven probably a little over a year ago now.
Yeah.
And he normally keeps it out in the weather, and after a rain he came in, lit a nice fire, and the oven just split. It split from inside through to the outside. So Alf gave me a call, we came out, had a look at it, and I stripped it back and said, yeah, we can rebuild this. So I'm going to show you a series of photos of that restoration process, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you a bit more about the outcome of this oven. So I'll revert over to the slideshow, have a look, and I'll talk you through the process. Okay, so this is the oven when I got to it, and I started chipping away the render to see the extent of this crack. There you can see where the crack was. That's the crack on the dome on the inside of it. And what you can see here, you can see that the dome and then the outer render, there's no insulating fire blanket in between. It's just the dome and then the render. Here's a close-up of the crack. It's a pretty nasty crack, as you can see. So the smoke from inside the dome was coming straight through to the outside. So we stripped back, we took the flue arch assembly off, and we just kept cutting back the outer layer of this oven. And we just ended up with the front brick arch and the dome. But the dome was very thin. So I applied about 15 mil of refractory cement. This is rated at 1,500 degrees Celsius. So we've basically increased the thickness of the inner dome by about 15 mil. Then we put 25 mil of insulating fire blanket over that. Put a bit of chicken wire on there so that I can start to do the rendering process. So now I'm starting to do the rendering process, and the material I used here is just a acrylic render. We applied it on, we put about 30 to 40 mil of this acrylic render, put the flue arch assembly back on, and then just shaped it and polished it till we got what we wanted it to look like. So we now have a thicker dome, some insulating fire blanket, and then this beautiful acrylic render which dries white. So that's the natural colour of that rendering cement. There's no paint or anything on that. That's the natural colour of this cement. Alright, so yeah, that's how we restored the oven. There was stages of the restore, and I'll get Alf to quickly talk about the differences between when he first bought the oven and then after that restoration, how it operates different.
So basically when we first had the oven, you couldn't touch the outside of the oven. It was so hot. You couldn't even put your hand on the surface. It was just blistering hot. Although the inside of the oven was hot, the outside was incredibly hot. Now that it's been restored and the installation that's been applied to this oven, it's nice and cool. Still warm to touch, but not, not unbearable. The inside temperature, the floor is sitting at about 350 degrees, and the walls are sitting well over 400 degrees. Much better.
So we've got a pizza in there just cooking away. It's been in there for maybe not even 60 seconds at the moment. So the performance, Alf, of how quick the pizzas cook and how long it holds the heat?
The heat holds a lot longer. Previously, within 2 hours that the oven was cold after the fire had extinguished. Now, once the fire extinguishes, it maintains its heat for a couple of hours, and it performs much better. It maintains the heat.
How we going here? Have a look at that.
Look at that.
Now that's a pizza.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
You can dome it. You want to put a bit of a crunch on the top. Put it onto the board. So that's a restored oven. It does work better than it's ever worked before. If you've got an oven that's cracked, deteriorated, weathered, give me a call. I'll come and have a look. If it's worth resaving it, we'll resave it. If not, I'll let you know. But Roberto from Fornieri Wood-Fired Ovens, thank you, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.